Hello everybody, welcome back to Rosie TV, and today we're going to be talking about the possibility of Argentina not qualifying for the 2018 World Cup. Now in South America, the qualification is almost done. Brazil have already qualified, they're top of the group currently, but there's still 4 more games remaining. Argentina are currently in 5th place in the playoff spot, but they are 2 points away from 2nd place to Colombia. But they're also in a dangerous spot because they're 4 points away from 7th place Paraguay. So if they drop points in the next game or two, it's going to be really tough for them to get back into that playoff spot. The reason why many people are worried that they won't make the World Cup is because Lionel Messi got hit with a 4-match ban, which means he'll have to miss 3 of the next 4 games. Personally, I thought the 4-match ban was extremely harsh. I understand you shouldn't curse at the referee and you should give them full respect, but maybe a 1 or 2 match ban would have been justified. 4 is just exceeding it. But even without Lionel Messi, they still have some amazing players. I mean, this is a team that made the World Cup final back in 2014. And I understand that Messi is a huge reason why they made the World Cup final, but nonetheless, they're still a team of 11 players. However, in Messi's first missed match, they lost 2-0 to Bolivia. Bolivia are not one of the giants in South America. It's not an Uruguay, it's not a Brazil, and to a lesser extent, it's not Colombia or an Ecuador. Dropping 3 points to Bolivia is why a lot of people are nervous that Argentina could possibly bottle it and not make the World Cup. Edgardo Bauza, the Argentinian coach, has a lot to answer for that loss against Bolivia. He continuously starts Lucas Prato up front when you have so many world-class strikers that play regularly in the top flight leagues in Europe. Most of these forwards would be starters for any other national team. You got guys like Sergio Aguero, Gonzalo Higuain, Paulo Dybala, Mauro Icardi. But even with all those world-class players, he continuously puts Lucas Prato in front of them. None of those 4 players even played in the game. We just had Sergio Aguero, who came on in the 56th minute for Angel Correa. These are game-changing forwards, and I think this is a big reason why they struggled against Bolivia. But now let's look at their 4 remaining games. They have a tough fixture against Uruguay in late August, a game against Venezuela, and then for Messi's final game that he will be banned for is a tricky game against Peru. And finally, Messi will be back for the last qualifying game against Ecuador. Now, Edgardo Bauza has a lot of time to figure out what he's gonna do because the next game is all the way in August against Uruguay. But there's already been talk of Edgardo Bauza being sacked, and there's also been talk that Jorge Sampaoli could possibly come into this Argentina team. Now, I don't quite believe the rumors just because Jorge Sampaoli has an interesting project over in Sevilla. So is he gonna leave Sevilla and go to Argentina full-time? Is he gonna do part-time Argentina and still stay in Sevilla? It's definitely interesting, but I do think that they're gonna give Edgardo Bauza at least until after the Uruguay game. The Uruguay game is gonna be extremely tough because Uruguay can't afford to drop points either because of the fact that Ecuador are also fighting for a spot. Chile are also fighting for a spot. So this is going to be a very interesting qualification period in South America. But personally, I do think Argentina will be able to qualify even if they get that playoff spot, because looking at Ecuador's games, they have some tough fixtures ahead. They have, in their 4 remaining games, a game against Brazil, a game against Peru, a game against Chile, and finally, that last game against Argentina, which could be a decider. And I think Argentina would be happy with a playoff spot because although you still have to play against a team like New Zealand, I think with Messi in the side, it's still very possible that they win that game. But looking at the big picture, even if Argentina make the World Cup, is this just paper over the cracks? They have shown they can't consistently perform without Messi. So what happens if Messi has an off day during the World Cup? Bauza has to definitely sort it out, but I'd like to see players like Dybala, players like Icardi get a bigger role in this squad because they've consistently been performing for the past 2 or 3 years in Serie A, but they haven't even had a kick of the ball for the Argentinian national team. I'm not a fan of Argentina, but at the same time, it wouldn't be the same without them in the World Cup. And although the last World Cup was amazing, just like it always is, it was upsetting to see players like Franck Ribéry, Radamel Falcao, Marco Reus miss the tournament. So I think this is going to be very similar, seeing players like Higuain, Aguero, Mascherano, Dybala, Icardi, and especially Messi not at the World Cup. I can't even imagine it. That being said, I do have faith in Argentina to pull it off. They still have some amazing players, but they just need to kick it up into the next gear. Tell me what you think of Argentina's chances, and if you have any future football videos you want me to make, please put it in the comment section below. Please like, share, and subscribe, and thank you for watching Rosie TV.